Hello and welcome to Electric Football. Steve couldn't be with us this week. We just couldn't get a date together. So I'm just going to run quickly through the picks in my, Dolphin shirt because I didn't even wear a jersey. Can I help you?
Hey,
What?
is this the football show?
It's a football show. Yeah, Electric Football.
Oh, hey, everybody out there in America. Tom Brady's innocent, all right? And those guys are reinstated, and Goodell's a clown.
Get the hell out of here.
Gary Bettman, you're next.
Gary Bettman. Is that still a sport? Anyway, I'm going to run through our picks real quick. Here we go. It's mostly Steve Notes because that's how busy I am. I have a job now. So we did pick the Thursday night game poorly. I was going to root for the Broncos, but I went into a eliminator pick where we chose the Chiefs. We're eliminated. So we're going to go right to the Texans and the Panthers. Steve thinks that it was a quick pull for Hoyer, so he is going to go with the Texans here to win. I, on the other hand, I'm going to take the Panthers because I think they have the better defense, believe it or not, and Houston's my defense in 3 fantasy leagues, but they didn't do anything to impress me last week. 49ers and Steelers, who's going to run the ball better here? Well, Steve thinks that the Steelers are going to be better at home and avoid 0-2. I agree. I think the Steelers at home will be better than they were the other night. And I believe that they're well rested with the 10 days off here. So let's go to the Bucks and the Saints. Mariota sure looked better in the matchup here, and Breeze will win this week. I disagree. I'm not a big fan of the Saints, but it is my suicide pick. I think that the Bucks are going to win. No, I'm kidding. It's the Saints all the way. They're like a 10-point favorite here. Lions at Vikings. Steve says the season is already over. It's one game. Come on, Steve. And they face another team with a dangerous running game. He's going to take the Lions until the Vikings D can prove that they're better than that. I'm going to take the Vikings here because they are home. Lions don't travel well, as evidenced against San Diego. I do like the Vikings here, with AP finally getting his motor running. Cardinals at Bears. Tough call here, according to Steve, but he thinks Palmer will come up big, and Cutler didn't even finish a crucial drive with points last week. He's taking the Cardinals because of that. I agree. I think the Cardinals have the best defense in the league right now, and there's no reason to believe that Jay Cutler can get through a game without throwing some stupid pick. Pats at Bills. Bills front four takes advantage of a weak Pats offensive line, according to Steve. Bills in 2-0 under Rex Ryan. I disagree. You know what? Patriots are still the best team in the league, according to everything that I've read. So I'm going with the Patriots because, you know what? I hate the Bills anyway. So does the... I love having an audience here. Chargers Bengals. That little Danny Woodhead, according to Steve, has carved out a nice career for himself, and Keenan Allen may have a breakout year, according to Steve, but it's a tough running game and home field advantage. Makes the pick the Bengals. I disagree. I never liked Andy Dalton. I don't believe in their running game. I think the Chargers are a little more well-balanced, and I think they win this one because the weather's good. They're not in a cold north yet here. Titans at Browns. Until proven otherwise, Mariota is better than Manziel. I think it's already been proven otherwise. Manziel's never had a game like Mariota did. Browns have a good defense, but they didn't really show it last week against the Jets, so let's see what happens here. Falcons and Giants. If the poor clock management by rookie quarterback Eli Manning and first-year head coach Tom Coughlin, the Giants would have had a huge divisional win against the Cowboys. He's liking the Giants at home. I don't like the Giants at all. I don't think they have anything going either way yet, and until they can prove otherwise, I am going to take the Atlanta Falcons there. Why? I don't know. I'm just being opposite day here. Rams or Redskins? Rams, according to Steve, has the best D in the league, and they have an easy win this week. Outdoor game, Redskins, but the Redskins are really, really bad. I mean, they were killing Miami last week and still lost. I think the Rams run all over them here. Dolphins at Jags. According to Steve, a cushy schedule lets Sue's boys limp to 2-0. I think this is an easy win for Miami. I think the defense finally comes alive, even though we're missing a couple defensive ends, or at least they're listed as questionable. I am taking the Dolphins in a semi-easy win. Cowboys at Eagles. Do you think DeMarco Murray will try to sneak behind the Cowboys' offensive line? Having gone 8 rushes for 9 yards last week, he might want to go back home here. But he did manage to get 2 TDs in under 20 yards, 2 touchdowns in under 20 yards. I think the Eagles beat a desolate Cowboys. Jason Witten is amazing, has become one of the Cowboys that Steve begrudgingly admires. I think the Cowboys are the better team, but I'm taking the Eagles at home. I don't know. Chip Kelly will come up with some reason to win. I don't know what it is. And again, I'm just guessing. Spitballing, as they say. Seahawks-Packers, game of the week. This is going to tell you who's going to the Super Bowl in the NFC. Packers nearly blew one to the Bears. The Camless Hawks did blow one to the Rams. Steve's going to go with the home field revenge factor and taking the Pack. I, too, am taking the Packers here. I think they've got the better quarterback. I think the running game is even. Marshawn Lynch didn't really get his ground game going, and I just think the Packers win one at home. Tough to beat them at home. Jets at Colts. I think this is going to be another great game, and I think the Colts are going to face a similar defense as they did with Buffalo. Jets D showed well against the Browns, but it was the Browns, and he's not going against Luck, nor am I. I think Andrew Luck had a really rough start last week. I think they're going to come out blazing the ball. So there's our picks for this week. Hopefully Steve and I can get back together. Hopefully we can keep Patriots fans out of the building, but we can't because he's a really good friend of mine. Anyway, that was Tim. I'm Stu. This is Steve. We'll see you next week on Electric Football. Peace out.
Go Coach Phil.
Go who?